Our presentation today is Bangladesh and its economy. We are a group of 5 members. My name is Suleiman. We have Makeen, Raina, Momina, and Maham. The topics that we have covered in this presentation are the history of Bangladesh, the international trade that Bangladesh is involved in, health and education sectors, inflation, agriculture, and then we're going to conclude this topic so that you can better understand all of the information that was provided to you during the course of this presentation. So now I'm going to tell you a brief history of Bangladesh. Bangladesh came into being in 1971 after separating from Pakistan. It was called East Pakistan in the beginning. And then when it separated, it came into being as Bangladesh. Bangladesh was a poor country with most of its resources being wasted. Bangladesh has only one major contributor to its economy, which is the agriculture sector. Bangladesh has no urban economic system, and it is rated as one of the fastest growing economies of the world as of 2021. In 1971, when Bangladesh came into being, it had a GDP of 8.75 billion US dollars. But as of 2022, it has a GDP of 397 billion US dollars.
International trade has a significant positive impact on economic growth in Bangladesh, and international trade is strongly positively correlated with economic growth in Bangladesh. We will divide the international trade of the Bangladesh into two major groups, imports and exports. The major imports are petroleum and oil 11% of the total trade, textile 10%, food and perishable goods 9% of the total trade, iron and steel 7%, edible oil 4%, chemical 4%, and others included in the total trade. And the major exports are textile 87.3% of the total trade, footwear 2.4%, paper, yarn, woven fabric 1.5%, fish 0.9% of the total exports, leather and animal products 0.8%, and other products are also included in the exports. A point to be pointed upon is during the period between 1972 and 73 and 2018 and 19, exports has increased from 350 US million dollars to 40,000 million US dollars, which has a positive impact on the growth of Bangladesh economy.
The new budget set for health and education is 8.6% higher than the previous budget. Allocation to the health sector stands at 5.14% of the total FY21 budget and is less than 1% of GDP. This low expenditure towards health is not a new phenomenon, which, while this is undoubtedly a positive move, is it sufficient? Individuals must currently cover a considerable share of medical costs due to the sector's relatively low budget allocation, with households bearing 67% of spending through out-of-pocket payments. The health sector receives 5.14% of the FY21 budget, which is less than 1% of GDP. This poor healthcare spending in Bangladesh is not a new occurrence. According to the World Bank's collection of development indicators, total government expenditure on education as percentage of GDP in Bangladesh was reported at 1.3263% in 2019. The population in Bangladesh is too high that the budget set for education does not fulfill the country's requirement. That is the main cause of Bangladesh's literacy rate, which is about 62%. Education is a critical component in a country's development, and Bangladesh is improving it day by day, but still there is a dearth of skilled teachers, and to overcome it, the budget need to be increased. The current budget is higher than the previous budget set for education. While this is certainly a step in right direction, but still it is not enough considering the country's excessive population.
Inflation. Bangladesh has an overall average price increase of 6.4% per year. This means that an overall price increase of 752.52% was recorded since Bangladesh came into being.
Bangladesh is an agriculture-dependent country. Agriculture is a major contributor in the economy of Bangladesh. 48.4% population is employed in the sector of agriculture. 70.1% of the total land of Bangladesh is used for farming. Bangladesh is the second largest producer of jute, third largest producer of rice, and seventh largest producer of potatoes in the world. These are the reasons Bangladesh has textile as its major export. The revenue generated by the agriculture sector is 14.2%. The GDP share of agriculture in 2020 was 12.92% and has risen to 19.9%, which is 124.2 million US dollars. According to the analyst expectations, GDP share of agriculture is expected to reach 132.3 million US dollars by the end of the year 2022. Despite Bangladesh being an agrarian country, it cannot fulfill its food demands because of many problems faced by agriculture sector. These reasons include high population growth, climate change, insufficient investment in research, ancient cultivating methods, lack of facilities, and excessive use of artificial fertilizers and insecticides. These reasons are the possible hurdles in the development of agriculture sector of Bangladesh in near future.
All of the information provided in our presentation points towards the fact that Bangladesh is one of the world's fastest growing economies. After separation from Pakistan, Bangladesh started doing very well on its own. We hope that after this detailed presentation, you have a better understanding of Bangladesh's economy. Thank you.